Yo, what up, nyakos? I'm bugging out in my underwear, in my world's famous mirror. You guys have no idea how many girls have taken photos in this mirror, and Andre. But this is a real famous mirror right here. I haven't worked out in a while, so you can kind of see I'm slipping. Oh, sorry, I'm slipping and shit. But now, on some real stuff real quick. Man, I got a situation right now, and I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to embarrass anybody. But this shit is crazy. So these are two people. One person's much closer to me than the other. One is way more closer to me than the other. But both are generally special people to me. One I've known for a while. This person has shown an allegiance to me in a way that no one's ever shown it before. And the other person is someone I haven't known that long, but this person's really cool, very nice, very kind. And I was kind of excited because I decided, and I didn't decide, but these people started to like each other, and they met on my page, on one of my pages. So let's just say, I'm gonna just say dude and chick. Let's say dude and chick. So dude goes out there to meet chick. Now remember, dude doesn't get many girls, so this is probably like his first girl ever. So dude goes out to meet chick. Dude and chick, I think he's been over there for maybe a week, and they're doing whatever. I get a text. First of all, I get a phone call from him 2 times while I'm playing the game. If you know me, you know I don't like phone calls. If you call me, that shit better be a fucking emergency. I hate talking on the phone. I don't like it. You know, there's only one person who, if she calls me on the phone, I'll answer it, and I won't feel any type of way. But anyone else, it better be an emergency, because WhatsApp works and I always answer. You know, so he called me twice. I'm like, this dude must be out of his mind. So I voice messaged him back, like, the fuck you calling me for? What's wrong with you? And then he's basically like, I need money. I need, like, basically, somewhere around, how much is that, motherfucker? Something like $200 maybe. Something like $200 or like $180. I need this and that. I'm like, wow, what the fuck? You're just gonna come up asking for $180? No, I just hooked you up with this and that, and now you want $180? He said, I can't deal with it. She doesn't want me anymore. She doesn't know what to do. She's doing this and that. I'm crying, I'm depressed. And I'm like, what the fuck? So then what kills me is she starts texting me, and she's saying the same thing. Send him money. Get him out of here. I want him gone. Now, I can't give the reason, because I promised her I wouldn't say anything. I can't give the reason she wants him gone, but she is pissed. And they're both basically wanting me to send money. She wants me to send the money more than him. He wants to make up and stuff. But she's dying for me to send the money so he could be out of there tomorrow morning. She wants him gone. And apparently, the family does too. You know, because she explained to me what he did, and it is kind of his fault. But this is just what I want to say to anybody maybe watching this video. And I've said this many times, many times. You got to learn to live within your means. You got to learn to live within your means. If you don't know how to, better way to put it. You got to play the game how it go. That's how I'm going to put it. You got to learn to play the game how it go. Not everybody can do things everybody else can do. Certain things are not for you. Maybe you don't have the looks. Maybe you don't have the charisma. Maybe you don't have the talent. Maybe you don't have the money. Maybe you don't have the time. You know, there's many different things that some people have more than other people, so they're able to do certain things. If you're lacking in any of those categories, you need to realize that you cannot do what other people may do. You understand? You may just make yourself look back. It's like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's fun. You know, this is going to be great. But can you afford it? Do you have the time? Do you have the skill? Like, can you do those things? Like, really? You know, there's always somebody better than you. Everyone knows that. Better than you at something. But when you're trying to do something that involves another person, you have to make sure you're good enough at it to make sure that other person's comfortable. You have to know what you're doing. So I would never tell someone something like, yo, man, you could date 3 girls at once. It's easy. Just go get with a girl and tell her, yeah, I'm dating other girls and you're going to be with me too. It doesn't work that way. Like, just an example. If you don't know how to do those kind of things, you don't have the skill to do it, or you don't have the patience or the time to do it, you're going to fuck up. If you're gonna do something, invite a girl somewhere or something, and there's a big ass bill, and it's time to pay the bill, and you only have like, I don't know, maybe $20, and the bill's like $100, and you expect her to pay the rest. You fucking up. You know what I mean? You're fucking up. Why the fuck would you order all that shit, and now the girl has to pay for the majority of it, and you thought, oh, it was just fun. Live within your means. You know what I mean? You gotta learn to live within your means. You can't live outside of your means. You know, you gotta play the game how it go. Not everything is for you. Not everything is for you, man. Not everything is for you. A lot of guys, when they follow their hearts, they put themselves in situations in which they can't get themselves out of. They didn't have a good plan B. And my homie definitely didn't have a good plan B, because if he did, I wouldn't be getting all these texts right fucking now. Let me make sure everything's kind of calm. Alright, things are kind of calm right now. I guess we all settled it. Well, she stopped answering, actually. Hopefully, she's probably screaming at him right now. I don't know. I think she could be very emotional. But you got to learn to play the game how it go. And one more time, what I mean by that, you got to live within your means, man. You got to do it how, you got to understand yourself. You got to understand, I can do this, I can do that. You got to learn to understand yourself. You got to know your, I keep forgetting this word. It's like a really fat, ugly guy who's not funny, always approaching the best looking girls and expecting them to like him sometimes. And he's surprised when they don't like him. And how the fuck are you surprised, bro? You gotta stay in your lane. You gotta stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Usually how people learn to stay in their lanes is they experiment. You know, if you're the type of guy who you approach 10 beautiful chicks in one night and none of them give you your phone number, and you do that shit for a week and none of them give you their phone number, all these are really sexy chicks, but then you approach some average chicks, like the next week, 10 chicks each, and once in a while 3 or 4 of them will give you a number. That means, yeah, you're pretty good with the chicks who you see to be average looking. You gotta learn to, stay in your lane. If you really expect to get a girl, you're gonna waste your time with these top-notch chicks, because obviously they're not into you. That's just another example. Play the game how it go. Be yourself. Stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Just think ahead as well, man. Think ahead. I don't know. This shit is just kind of crazy because they're both so emotional right now. And the crazy thing about it was, I was going to buy her a flight and an apartment, not buy an apartment, but rent an apartment for her to come here and say yes. That was my idea. Because if we had done things that way, he would not have this problem. He would not have this problem. But of course, he went with what she suggested and he fucked up. If I would have brought her out here, she could have either stayed at my place. No, hell no. I could have got an apartment, rented her apartment for like a week or two as a New Year's present, whatever. And he would have been out here with her. He wouldn't have this problem right now. And he wouldn't be watching this video crying. You feel me? If he had listened to me, everything would be fine right now. Because that issue she's having with him would not exist if she was out here. That would not exist. I would be able to handle and take care of everything. But right now he's out of my reach. If the city he was in was maybe within like 12 hours on a train, I'd go there. But I ain't getting on the airplane for nobody. I would go there and try to handle everything. I'd take some people, hey, let's have a trip to whatever. We get on the train, we go over there, we'll handle everything and try to bring them some happiness. But some dudes just follow their hearts without using their logic. And this is what happened, man. So I kind of went everywhere in this video to try to avoid saying exactly what happened. Maybe some of you will figure it out from what I said. I don't know. Maybe some of you. But, I don't know. You can try to figure it out in the comments, but I don't know. And that's basically it, man. It's some crazy ass shit. I have no idea what's going to happen with this situation. When I hang out with him, if he wants to talk about it, maybe he could come on camera for the first time and talk about it if he wants or something like that. So that's his choice. And that's basically it. About to go out and eat dinner in a city near us. Now I'm out in Yuckas. Later. God damn it, how the fuck I cut this shit off?